Amara's phone vibrates on her bathroom counter. She answers while applying lipstick. Where are you? His voice cuts through the line. Cold. Sharp. Getting ready? You said 8 o'clock. I said 7. At my apartment. You're an hour late. She pulls the phone away, checks their text thread. His message clearly says, dinner at 8, Myeongdong restaurant. Dress nice. But your text says, I didn't text you. His tone is clipped, irritated. Are you coming or not? Yes, I'm coming. He hangs up. Amara stares at her reflection. She's been dating him for 3 weeks. He's never been this cold before. Her phone buzzes again. A new text. Running late, babe. Traffic is insane. Order an appetizer. I'll be there in 20. Sorry, from him. The same number. She blinks, reads it again. He just called her, angry that she's late. Now he's texting that he's late. She texts back, wait, are you at the restaurant or your apartment? 3 dots appear. Disappear. Appear again. Finally, restaurant, obviously LOL. Where else would I be? You okay? Her hands shake slightly. She calls him back. Voicemail. She takes a breath, grabs her bag, heads to his apartment, because that's where the angry call came from. 20 minutes later, she's standing outside a luxury high-rise in Gangnam. Texts him, I'm downstairs. Immediate response. Downstairs where? I'm at the restaurant, waiting for you. The elevator dings behind her. She turns. He steps out. Dark suit, hair perfectly styled, expression annoyed. Finally, he reaches for her hand, pulls her into the elevator. I'm confused. You just texted that you're at the restaurant. I'm clearly not at the restaurant. He presses the button for the penthouse. I've been waiting for you. The elevator doors close. He kisses her. It's possessive, demanding, nothing like his usual gentle kisses. Her phone buzzes in her purse. Another text, where are you? I'm worried now, call me. She pulls back from the kiss. Can I see your phone? What? Your phone, please. He frowns, but hands it over. She checks his messages. Nothing, no text to her at all tonight. Why didn't you text me? She asks slowly. I called you. Why would I text? Her phone buzzes again. She pulls it out. Another message from him. Amara, seriously, you're scaring me. Are you okay? She shows him her phone. Then who is this? He stares at the messages. His face goes carefully blank. I don't know, he says finally. But we're going to find out. Before we go any further, I need to hear from you. Have you ever been confused by someone's mixed signals? When the person you're dating seems like 2 completely different people, drop your story in the comments. I read every single one. And if you're already hooked by Amara's impossible situation, hit that like button so I know you're here for the chaos. This is about to get wild. Let's keep going. 6 weeks earlier. Seoul, late August. The air is thick with summer heat and possibility. Amara Williams steps off the plane at Incheon International Airport with 2 suitcases and a 1-year contract with Kim Global Architecture. She's 27, Nigerian-American, graduated top of her class at UCLA, spent 3 years at a Los Angeles firm before this opportunity. Her mother's voice echoes in her head. South Korea? Why not New York? Or Dubai? Somewhere with more people like us. But Amara wanted Korea, wanted the challenge, wanted to prove she could compete in one of the world's most demanding architectural markets. She didn't expect how lonely it would feel. Her first week at Kim Global is brutal. The office is all glass and chrome and efficiency. Everyone speaks English to her, but switches to Korean around her. She catches enough to know they're talking about her. The American. The diversity hire. She won't last. By Friday, she's working until midnight to prove them wrong. That's when she meets him. Kim Jae-won, Chief Financial Officer, 32 years old. He walks into the design studio at 11:30 p.m. while she's hunched over blueprints, and she nearly jumps out of her skin. Miss Williams. His English is perfect, accent minimal. You're here late. She stands, smoothing her skirt. Yes, sir. The Gangnam project deadline is Monday. You have all weekend. He moves closer, studies her work. His cologne is subtle, expensive. But you don't trust the team to pull their weight, so you're doing everything yourself. It's not a question. I just want it done right, she says carefully. Define right. He picks up one of her sketches. His fingers are long, elegant, no ring. Korean clients want efficiency and beauty. Americans prioritize innovation. Which one are you designing for? Both. That's a politician's answer. He sets down the sketch, looks at her directly. His eyes are dark, unreadable. In this office, I prefer honesty over diplomacy. Do you understand? She lifts her chin. Then honestly, I think this team is brilliant but territorial. They've shut me out of half the design decisions because I'm new and American and black. So yes, I'm doing it myself. Because it's the only way I'll know it's good enough. Silence. Then, unexpectedly, he smiles. It's barely there. Gone in a second. But she sees it. Good answer, he says. Go home, Ms. Williams. Come back Monday with fresh eyes. I'll speak to the team. You don't have to. I know. He's already walking away. But territorial teams produce mediocre work. I expect better. He disappears into the elevator. Amara releases a breath she didn't know she was holding. Monday morning, the team is different. Polite, inclusive. Someone makes her coffee without being asked. She knows it's because of him. Over the next 2 weeks, she sees Kim Jae-won exactly 4 times. Always brief, always professional. But each time, he asks her one question about the project. Each time, her answer seems to matter. The 4th time, it's late again. She's alone in the break room when he walks in. Still here. He moves to the coffee machine. Last details. She watches him make an Americano. Black, no sugar. You're here late too. I'm always here late. He takes a sip. Grimaces. This coffee is terrible. Yes. Why do we drink it? Because it's 3 a.m. and the alternative is falling asleep. He looks at her then. Really looks. You're not what I expected when HR sent your file. What did you expect? Someone easier to intimidate. He sets down his cup. I'm going to a client dinner Saturday, 7 p.m. Expensive food. Boring conversation. Would you like to be equally bored with me? Her heart does something complicated. Is this appropriate? Probably not. His expression doesn't change. But I stopped caring about appropriate around the 2nd week you started proving everyone wrong. Dinner, Ms. Williams. Yes or no? She should say, no. He's technically her boss's boss. This could complicate everything. Yes. Good. He walks to the door, pauses. And Amara, stop calling me sir. It makes me feel ancient. Jae-won is fine. He leaves before she can respond. Saturday, he picks her up at 7 exactly. Black Mercedes, he's wearing a dark suit. Looks like every Korean drama CEO she's ever seen, except real. The restaurant is exclusive. Reservation only. He orders for both of them in Korean. Then translates each dish as it arrives. You didn't have to translate, she says. I've been studying Korean. I know. Your pronunciation is improving. He cuts into his steak. But you tense up when you speak it, like you're afraid of mistakes. I am afraid of mistakes. Every time I mess up, someone laughs. Let them laugh. His voice is firm. Mistakes mean you're trying. Silence means you've given up. Which one are you? She meets his eyes. I don't give up. I know. He almost smiles again. That's why I asked you to dinner. They talk about architecture, about Seoul's rapid development. about the pressure to innovate while honoring tradition. He's brilliant, sharp, but there's something underneath, something carefully locked away. When he drives her home, he walks her to her door. "Thank you," she says. "For dinner. For the translation. For—" He kisses her. It's soft, careful, like he's asking permission, even though he already took the initiative. She kisses back. When they break apart, he touches her cheek, gently. "I'll call you," he says, and he does. 2 weeks later, Amara needs a break from corporate Seoul. She texts her co-worker, Sun-hee. "Where do actual Korean people go to have fun, not tourist traps?" Sun-hee responds immediately. "Hongdae, underground clubs. I'll send you addresses. Don't wear heels." Saturday night, Amara puts on jeans and a crop top, lets her hair down, takes the subway to Hongdae, and feels anonymous for the first time since landing in Korea. The club Sun-hee recommended is down a narrow alley. Bass vibrates through the walls. Inside, it's packed, hot, alive. She orders a drink at the bar, lets the music wash over her. "First time here?" A voice beside her, male, Korean, warm. She turns and nearly drops her drink. It's him, Jaewon, except he's wearing ripped black jeans and a leather jacket. His hair is unstyled, messy, and he's smiling. Not the careful almost smile from the office. A real smile. Bright. Dimpled. "Jaewon?" She can't hide her shock. "What are you doing here?" He looks confused for a second, then laughs. "Do I know you?" We've been dating for 2 weeks. Now he looks genuinely confused. "I think you've got me mixed up with someone else. I'm pretty sure I'd remember dating someone as beautiful as you." It's cheesy, but his delivery is so genuine that she laughs. "Sorry, you look exactly like someone I know." "Must be a handsome guy." He extends his hand. "I'm Jay. And you are?" "Amara. American. Nigerian-American." "Cool. What brings you to Seoul?" "Work, architecture." His eyes light up. "No way. You're an architect. That's amazing. I'm a music producer, total opposite end of the creative spectrum." They talk for hours. He's nothing like Jaewon. Where Jaewon is controlled, this man is expressive. Where Jaewon measures his words, this man talks with his whole body, laughs loudly, touches her arm when making a point. But the face is identical. "You really look like someone I know," she says again around midnight. Doppelganger situation. He grins. "Maybe I have an evil twin out there living a boring corporate life, while I have all the fun." Maybe. At 2 a.m., he walks her to the subway station. "Can I see you again?" he asks, like officially, not just random club meeting. She hesitates. She's dating Jaewon. This would be... What? Seeing him in his off hours. Is he living a double life? Corporate CFO by day, underground producer by night. Seoul is weird. Chaebol sons are weird. Maybe this is normal. "Sure," she says. "Yeah." His whole face lights up. "Okay, great. Can I have your number?" She gives it to him. He immediately texts her. "Hi, it's Jay. So you have mine and don't think I'm a creep who memorized your number without permission, LOL." The text is so different from Jaewon's formal messages that she blinks. He kisses her cheek. "Quick. Sweet. Text me when you get home safe," he says. Then he's gone, jogging back toward the clubs. Amara takes the subway home, completely confused. Is she dating a man with a secret second life? Or is this guy actually someone different who just happens to look exactly like Jaewon? By the time she's home, she's convinced herself it's the same person. It has to be. Identical faces don't just happen. Jaewon must be living a double life. Which is actually kind of hot. Over the next month, Amara dates him in both contexts, weekdays and formal occasions. She sees Jaewon. They have sophisticated dinners, gallery openings, wine tastings. He's attentive but reserved, kisses her goodnight at her door, never pushes for more, texts her in perfect English with proper punctuation, weekends and casual hangouts. She sees Jay. They go to street food markets, underground concerts. He's affectionate and playful, holds her hand constantly, texts her with emojis and typos and Korean slang she has to look up. She assumes it's the same man, just different modes. But weird things keep happening. She mentions loving sushi to Jaewon over dinner Tuesday night. I can't stand sushi, he says. Raw fish. I don't understand the appeal. Thursday, Jay texts her. Best sushi place in Seoul, just opened in Itaewon. Let's go. When she mentions he said he hates sushi, he responds, What? I love sushi. Are you thinking of someone else? Lol. She lets it go. Maybe she misheard Tuesday. She trips, going upstairs in heels. Jaewon catches her. She sees a scar on his inner wrist, thin, old, looks surgical. What's this from? She asks, tracing it. Carpal tunnel surgery, 2 years ago, too much time at a desk. The next weekend, she traces the same spot on Jay's wrist. No scar. She mentions it. Your scar healed really well. What scar? He shows her both wrists, completely clear. From your surgery. The carpal tunnel. I've never had surgery. He looks concerned. Amara, are you okay? You've been kind of spacey lately. Jaewon mentions he's an only child during a conversation about family pressure. Jay talks about his complicated family and mentions a brother he doesn't speak to. When she asks Jaewon about his brother, he gets cold. I told you, I'm an only child. Why would you think otherwise? Jaewon drives a black Mercedes, luxury sedan, spotless. Jay picks her up on a motorcycle. Red, loud, thrilling. When she mentions the motorcycle to Jaewon, he says, I don't own a motorcycle, too dangerous. She starts writing things down, trying to make sense of it. Jaewon, CFO at Kim Global, only child, had carpal tunnel surgery, hates sushi, drives Mercedes, drinks Americanos, black, no sugar, speaks formally, kisses carefully. Jay, music producer, has a brother, no scars, loves sushi rides, motorcycle, drinks sweet lattes, uses slang, kisses, passionately. Her roommate Destiny, another American working in Seoul, finally confronts her. Amara, babe, I'm worried about you. Why? You keep talking about your boyfriend like he's two different people. One day, he's a CEO. Next day, he's a starving artist. One day, he hates something. Next day, he loves it. It's concerning. He's just complicated, Amara defends. Lots of people have different sides. Not this different. Destiny sits on her bed. Have you considered, maybe, I don't know, asking him directly what's going on? And say what? Hey, are you living a double life? That sounds crazy. Crazier than thinking someone changes their entire personality and memory every few days. Amara doesn't have a good answer. That night, she's with Jaewon. They're at his apartment for the first time. It's minimalist, expensive, floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking Seoul. Your place is beautiful, she says. Thank you. He pours her wine. I don't usually bring people here. Why not? Because this is private, safe. Bringing someone here means... He trails off, sets down the wine. It means I trust them. Her heart swells. He kisses her, deeper than usual. They move to the couch. Things heat up. His hands start to wander, then stop abruptly. I should take you home, he says, breathing hard. I don't want to go home. Amara, his voice is strained. If you stay, I won't be able to stop myself, and I want our first time to be right, not rushed. She's touched by the restraint, by the care. Okay, she whispers. He drives her home, kisses her forehead at her door. The next night, she's with Jay at his studio. It's cluttered. Equipment everywhere. Soundproof panels on the walls. completely different from Jaewon's minimalist apartment. They're making out on his worn leather couch when he pulls back. I want you, he says bluntly. But only if you want this too. No pressure. I want this, she says. Yeah? He grins, kisses her again. Good, because I've been thinking about this for weeks. They have sex. It's passionate, unrestrained. Nothing like the careful restraint she gets from Jaewon. Afterward, lying in his arms, she thinks, maybe he's just different in different spaces, professional at work, wild at home. But in the back of her mind, doubt grows. So Amara's been dating the same guy for 6 weeks, except he seems like two completely different people. Different apartments, different cars, different personalities, different memories. And she's starting to realize something is very, very wrong here. Hit that like button if you've ever been confused by a man's mixed signals, because Amara is about to discover her situation is way more complicated than she thought. Subscribe to Soul Heart Stories, because what happens next is going to blow your mind. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Drop a comment. Have you ever dated someone with a drastically different work personality versus home personality? How different is too different? We're just getting started. Keep watching. Things get complicated in October when both versions of him start wanting more of her time. Jaewon invites her to be his official date at the company's annual fundraising gala. It's important, he says. I want people to know we're together. Jae asks her to meet his producer friends at a club opening. I want to show you off, he grins. Same night, same time frame. She can't do both. She chooses the gala. It's more formal, seems more important. Texts Jae that she has a work event she can't miss. He responds, boo, work is boring. But okay, I get it. Rain check? At the gala, Jaewon introduces her to executives, partners, clients. This is Amara Williams, he says, our lead architect on the Gangnam project and my girlfriend. The girlfriend label is new. Public. She feels a thrill. But then an executive asks, will you be at the Kim family Chuseok dinner this year, Jaewon? No, as always. Your brother will be disappointed not to see you. I don't have a brother, Jaewon says coldly. The executive looks confused, but moves on. Amara's stomach drops. He said that to Jae, too. I'm an only child. Later that night, in his car, she asks, that executive mentioned your brother. Old family friend, misinformed. His jaw is tight. I don't want to discuss it. But, Amara, his voice is sharp. Drop it. She does, but she files it away. The next week, she's with Jae at his studio. He's playing her a new track when his phone rings. He glances at it. His expression hardens. I need to take this. Give me a sec. He steps outside. Through the door, she hears his side of the conversation. I told you not to call me. No, I'm not coming to Chuseok, because I stopped pretending to be part of that family years ago. Tell him I'm busy. He's always been fine without me. He'll continue to be fine. When he comes back, she asks gently, family stuff. Yeah, my brother. He sits heavily. We don't get along. Haven't for years. I thought you said you were an only child. He looks at her like she's crazy. When did I say that? I've mentioned my brother multiple times. She's certain Jaewon said he was an only child. Absolutely certain. Maybe I misheard, she says weakly. Must have. He pulls her onto his lap. Can we not talk about depressing family stuff? I'd rather focus on you. He kisses her. She kisses back. But her mind is racing. Late October. Amara decides to buy him a birthday gift. Except she realizes she doesn't know his birthday. She checks her phone, scrolls through their texts. Nothing. He's never mentioned it. She asks Sun-hee at work casually. Hey, when is CFO Kim's birthday? November 3rd. Why? 2 weeks away. Perfect. November 3rd arrives. She plans carefully. She bought him a watch. Expensive but tasteful. She even had it engraved. to the man who sees me clearly. She meets Jaewon for dinner at an upscale Korean restaurant. Happy birthday, she says, handing him the wrapped box. He looks surprised. You remembered. Of course I remembered. She watches him open it. His expression softens when he sees the watch, reads the engraving. His voice is rough. Thank you. No one's given me something this thoughtful in years. He puts it on immediately, kisses her across the table. I love it, he says. I love... He doesn't finish the sentence, but his eyes say it. 2 days later, she's meeting Jay at a cafe in Itaewon. He's not wearing the watch. Where's your watch? She asks. What watch? The one I gave you. For your birthday. He sets down his coffee, slowly. Amara, my birthday was in August, 3 months ago. Her blood runs cold. What? My birthday, August 15th, Liberation Day. I told you about it. We went to the fireworks together. She remembers that day she was with him, with Jay. They watched fireworks over the Han River. He said it was his favorite holiday, never mentioned it was his birthday. But November 3rd, that's not my birthday. He looks genuinely worried now. Are you feeling okay? You've been kind of out of it lately. Memory stuff. Is work stressing you out? I'm fine, she says automatically. But she's not fine. She's dating a man with 2 birthdays, 2 cars, 2 apartments, 2 completely different memories of their relationship. Either he's living an elaborate double life, or something else is happening that she can't quite piece together yet. Mid-November, Amara is working late at the office. Kim Global is pushing for a deadline. Everyone's stressed. Jaewon stops by her desk at 9 p.m. Go home, he says. You've been here for 14 hours. I'm almost done. Amara, his voice is firm. Go home. That's an order from your CFO. She can't help but smile. Playing the boss card. When necessary. He helps her pack her bag. I'll walk you to your car. In the parking garage, they stop at her car. He backs her against the driver's side. Door. Kisses her slowly. I worry about you, he murmurs against her lips. You work too hard. Look who's talking. I'm a workaholic, it's terminal. But you're still young enough to save. He kisses her again. Come home with me tonight. Jaewon. I know. I said I wanted to wait. But I don't want to wait anymore. His eyes are intense. I want you. In my bed. In my life. Properly. Her heart hammers. Okay. Yeah. They drive separately to his apartment. She parks, starts toward the entrance. A motorcycle pulls into the spot next to hers. The rider pulls off his helmet. It's him. Jay. Same face, different person. Amara! He grins. What are you doing here? This is my brother's building. Her world tilts. Your brother? Yeah. Jaewon, the CFO. Remember, I told you about him. We don't talk, but we grew up in this building. He owns the penthouse. I'm here to drop something off for my mom who's trying to force a family reunion. He stops. Wait, why are you here? Her mouth opens, closes. No words come. Behind her, she hears the elevator ding. Footsteps. Amara. Jaewon's voice. You coming up? Jaewon. Jay calls out. Jaewon rounds the corner, stops dead, stares at his identical twin brother. Then at Amara. Then back at his brother. What is she doing with you? Jaewon asks carefully. What is she doing with you? Jay counters. Both brothers turn to Amara. She stands between them, same height, same face, same dark eyes, but one is in a suit. One is in a leather jacket. 2 men, not one. 2. Oh my God, she whispers. You're dating my brother, Jaewon says. His voice is hollow. You're dating my brother, Jay says. He sounds betrayed. I didn't know. Her voice breaks. I didn't know there were 2 of you. Silence. A horrible, awful silence. How could you not know? Jaewon's voice is cold now. Controlled. We're different people. You have the same face, she nearly shouts. But different lives, different names. You're both named Jay. She's crying now, angry tears, confused tears. He said his name was Jay. You said your name was J1. I thought it was a nickname. The brother in the leather jacket, Jay, says quietly, I'm Kim Jae-sung, not Jae-won. We're twins. Identical twins, Jae-won adds bitterly, which you've apparently been taking full advantage of. I didn't know, she's shaking. I thought you were the same person living a double life. I thought the differences were just you being different in work versus personal context. That's insane, Jae-won says. No more insane than identical twins who never mentioned each other, she shoots back. Fair point. Both brothers look guilty. So you've been... Jae-sung can't finish the sentence. You've been with both of us, thinking we were one person. She nods, miserably. For how long? Jae-won asks. 6 weeks. 6 weeks? Jae-won laughs. It's not a happy sound. I've been falling in love with you for 6 weeks, and you thought I was him. I've been falling for you for 6 weeks, and you thought I was him, Jae-sung echoes. Both brothers look at each other for the first time in what feels like years. When you said you loved the sushi place, Jae-won says slowly to Amara, that was him. When you mentioned my surgery scar, Jae-sung says, that was him. When you knew my apartment layout, when you referenced conversations, I didn't remember. Both brothers stop. Understanding crashes over them. We've both been dating her, Jae-won says. She thought we were one person. We each thought she was acting strange sometimes, but we didn't question it. Because we haven't spoken in 5 years. Jae-sung finishes. We didn't know to question it. Amara backs toward her car. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean, I would never intentionally, but you did. Jae-won's voice cuts. Intentional or not, you've been sleeping with both of us. She flinches. That's not fair, Jae-sung defends. She didn't know. Doesn't matter. The result is the same. Jae-won looks at her. Something in his eyes breaks. When you kissed me, were you thinking of him? No. When you said my name, which one of us did you mean? She can't answer, because she doesn't know. I need to go, as she whispers. Running, Jae-won asks coldly. Processing, she corrects. This is too much. She gets in her car. Her hands shake so badly, she can barely start the engine. In her rearview mirror, she sees both brothers standing in the parking garage, not looking at each other, both looking shattered. She drives, and drives, and drives, until she's at Destiny's apartment, knocking frantically. Destiny opens the door, takes one look at her. What happened? There are 2 of them. Amara sobs. There are 2 of them, and I've been dating them both. Destiny makes her tea, sits her down. Start from the beginning. Amara explains everything. The 2 apartments, 2 cars, 2 personalities, the inconsistencies she thought were quirks, the birthdays, the watch, the parking garage revelation. They're twins, she finishes, identical twins, who don't speak to each other. And I've been dating them simultaneously for 6 weeks, thinking they were the same person. Destiny is quiet for a long moment. That is, she pauses. Simultaneously, the most understandable and most insane thing I've ever heard. I know. Like, genuinely. I see how it happened. Same face. Different contexts. Never in the same room. You had no reason to think there were 2 of them. Right. But also, Destiny sips her tea. Girl, 2 different birthdays. I know. 2 different apartments. I know. One has a motorcycle. I know. Amara drops her head to the table. What do I do? Well, Destiny thinks. First question. Do you have feelings for both of them? Amara doesn't answer immediately. That's answer enough. Oh, honey, Destiny says softly. Is that terrible? Amara's voice is muffled against the table. That I have feelings for both. They're different people. I know that now. But the feelings are real. What I feel for Jaewon, the safety, the respect, the intellectual connection. That's real. And what I feel for Jae-sung, the passion, the fun, the creative energy. That's real too. It's not terrible. It's complicated. They'll never forgive me. Maybe. Maybe not. Destiny touches her shoulder. But you need to figure out what you want before you worry about what they want. Amara's phone has been buzzing nonstop. She finally looks at it. 17 missed calls, 32 texts from Jaewon. We need to talk. I'm not angry anymore. I'm trying to understand. Please answer. Monday, my office. 8 a.m. from Jae-sung. Are you okay? I'm sorry I freaked out. This isn't your fault. Can we meet? Please? I just need to know you're safe. One more text from Jaewon. I spoke to HR. Your job is not in jeopardy, regardless of your personal decision. I want to make that clear. And from Jae-sung. For the record, I don't blame you. We should have told you we were twins. This is our fault too. She shows Destiny the messages. Well, Destiny says, at least they're both being mature about it. For now. So, what are you going to do? Amara stares at her phone. At 2 numbers. 2 men. 2 hearts she accidentally captured. I don't know, she admits. Scene 8. The company meeting, Monday morning, arrives too quickly. Amara wears her most professional outfit, armor for battle. She arrives at Kim Global at 7:45. Considers running, doesn't. At exactly 8 hides, she knocks on Jaewon's office door. Enter. She walks in. He's behind his desk, suit impeccable, expression neutral. Close the door, he says. She does. Sit. She sits. For a moment, neither speaks. I didn't sleep all weekend, Jaewon says finally. I kept replaying every conversation we've had, every inconsistency I ignored because I was too caught up in how you made me feel. Jaewon, he holds up a hand. Let me finish. You thought my brother and I were the same person. That seems impossible. Until I actually think about it. We haven't been photographed together in 5 years. We don't acknowledge each other in public. Most people at this company don't even know I have a twin, so you had no way of knowing. I should have questioned. Yes, you should have. Just like I should have questioned why you sometimes reference things we never discussed. But I didn't. Because I wanted this. He gestures between them. Too badly to look closely. Silence. HR wants to know if you're filing a complaint, he says. Against me, for inappropriate conduct with an employee. What? No! I pursued this as much as you. That's not how power dynamics work. His voice is tired. I'm your superior. Technically, this was inappropriate from the start. I knew that. I pursued you anyway. I'm not filing anything. Good. He stands, moves to the window. I need to know something. And I need you to be honest. Okay. Do you have feelings for my brother? Her throat tightens. Yes, she whispers, his shoulders tense, but his voice remains calm. Do you have feelings for me? Yes, he turns, looks at her directly. So, where does that leave us? I don't know. Not good enough. He moves closer. Not threatening, searching. I'm not a man who shares, Amara. I won't be in a relationship where I'm wondering if you're thinking of someone else when you look at me, even if that someone else is my identical twin. I understand. Do you? His voice drops. 'Cause the last time you kissed me, you thought I was him. The last time you said my name, you meant his. Every memory we have together is contaminated by this. Tears burn her eyes. I know. And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I know you are. He's closer now. Close enough that she can smell his cologne. The familiar scent that isn't so familiar anymore. Because she doesn't know what's his and what's Jae-sung's. But sorry doesn't fix this. What would fix it? I don't know. He touches her face, gently. One last time. Figure out which one of us you actually want, not which one you thought you wanted. Which one you choose when you know the truth. And if I can't choose, then you lose us both. He drops his hand, steps back. You're still on the Gangnam project, still lead architect. That doesn't change. But outside this office, we're done until you decide. Jaewon, go, Amara, before I change my mind and beg you to choose me right now. She leaves. In the hallway, she collapses against the wall. Sun Hee finds her there 10 minutes later. You okay? No, Amara says honestly. Man trouble? You have no idea. Scene 9, the studio visit. That evening, Amara goes to Jae-sung's studio. She didn't call ahead, just showed up. He opens the door immediately, like he was waiting. You came, he says. You said we could talk. Yeah, come in. The studio looks the same. But everything feels different now. He makes them coffee. She notices he makes hers exactly how she likes it, which is different from how Jaewon makes it. They're two different people. Of course, they make coffee differently. I talked to Jaewon, Jae-sung says. First time in 5 years, it was tense. What did you say? He asked if I had feelings for you. I said yes. He said he does too. Then we agreed not to speak again until you decide. Decide what? Which one of us you want. Jae-sung sets down his cup. If you want either of us. This is insane. Little bit? Yeah. He almost smiles. For what it's worth, I get how it happened. We stopped being brothers years ago. We built separate lives intentionally. No overlap, no connection. You got caught in the middle. I still should have known. Maybe. But I should have mentioned my twin brother. Should have showed you pictures. Should have been clearer. He moves closer. I was falling for you too fast. I didn't want anything to complicate it, including family history. What happened between you two? Jae-sung sighs. Long story. Short version. I didn't want to be part of the family business. He did. Our father chose him as heir. I left. Jaewon thought I abandoned him. I thought he chose duty over having a real relationship with me. We've both been right and both been wrong. Do you miss him? Every day. His voice cracks. And now, we finally have something in common again. We fell for the same woman. Amara's heart breaks. I'm sorry. Don't be. He touches her face. The same gesture Jaewon made this morning. But it feels different. I'm not sorry I met you. Even if this ends badly, even if you choose him. I got 6 weeks of thinking someone saw me. Not the disappointing younger son. Not the irresponsible artist. Just Jay. I do see you, she says. Both of you. Separately now. You're not the same person. Who do you like better? That's not fair. Nothing about this is fair. He kisses her forehead. But I need to know. If you had to choose right now, who would it be? She can't answer. That's answer enough. You don't know, he says softly. I don't know, she confirms. I have feelings for both of you. Different feelings. You make me feel alive. He makes me feel safe. You challenge me creatively. He challenges me intellectually. You're spontaneous, he's steady, and You love both of us, Jae-sung finishes. I think I might, she whispers. He pulls back, laughs. It sounds broken. Of course you do. Because this situation wasn't complicated enough. I'm sorry. Stop apologizing. He runs a hand through his hair. This isn't your fault. It's ours. Mine and Jaewon's. We've spent 5 years avoiding each other, and our avoidance led you straight into this mess. What do I do? Figure it out. He kisses her. One last time. Soft. Lingering. And when you do, tell us. We'll respect your choice. We might hate it, but we'll respect it. What if I can't choose? Then we both lose you. He opens the studio door. Just like Jaewon said, because neither of us will settle for half. She leaves. Behind her, she hears him close the door, and finally, she lets herself cry. 2 weeks later, Amara throws herself into work, the Gangnam project. deadlines, designs. She avoids Jaewon in the office. He lets her. She doesn't answer Jae-sung's texts. He stops sending them after day 4. Destiny stages an intervention on Friday night. You're going to have to face this eventually. I know. So, face it now. Choose. I can't. Why not? Because choosing one means losing the other. Amara's voice breaks, and losing either of them will destroy me. I love them both. Differently. But I love them. You can't have both, Destiny says gently. I know. So, you're going to lose them both. By default, Amara drops her head to her hands. Her phone buzzes. A text. Unknown number. Kim Family Gala. December 2nd. Both of us will be there. First time in 5 years, our mother insisted. If you want closure, come. If you want to choose, come. If you want to walk away, don't. JW and JS. They're texting as a team now. Destiny peers at the phone. Apparently. Are you going? Amara stares at the message. December 2nd. 2 weeks away. I don't know, she admits, but she does know. She's going. Because she needs to see them. Together, side by side. She needs to face what she's done, and she needs to choose, even if it destroys her. So Amara fell in love with one man. Except he was two brothers who don't speak. 2 men who share a face, but nothing else. And now she has 2 weeks to decide. Which brother does she choose? The CFO who makes her feel safe, or the producer who makes her feel alive? And what happens when both brothers are in the same room for the first time in 5 years? With her as the reason. Hit that like button if your heart is racing right now. Drop a comment. Team Jaewon or Team Jae-sung? Who would you choose? Subscribe to Seoul Heart Stories because part 2 drops soon and it is drama. The gala, the choice, the consequences. You do not want to miss what happens next. Where are you watching from? Drop your country below. I love seeing where our Soul Heart family is. Thank you for being here, for riding this emotional roller coaster with me, for believing in messy, complicated, impossible love. This is Soul Heart Stories, where love is never simple. How's your day going? Let me know in the comments. See you in part 2. Stay blessed.